What is going on, Zombie Slayers? I'm Ducky, welcome to video number 500 on ACD HD Gaming. So today, if you are watching this on my channel, hopefully you would have seen the Sunday update earlier announcing this. If you haven't, go and check that out, because I'll jump into the details with that, rather than bore you to death in this, because this is a special 500 video. So instead of doing a top 5 today, I'm doing a top 10, and this is the top 10 things I want to see within Black Ops 3 Zombies, or whatever the next Zombies game is. So let's run through my list. So most of these are very similar. I don't exactly have a specific order, although I have put them from 10 to 1. They are kind of the order I want to see them the most, but they're all very similar. I probably want to see them all around the same amount, but I do have one honourable mention because we do see this a lot within Zombies, and this is 3D movement. So not just 2D where we move flat on one level, but we actually get to move up, and a good example of this is within like the die rise, elevators, and also within the zip lines on Call of the Dead. These are good examples of verticality as well as flat movement on the ground as well. I want to see different heights, not only ways of moving forward. Die rise, you had to take the elevators to move up to a floor, or you could drop down, but you had to take the elevators. We did have also the trample steam, which was nice, but it's nice to see that you can only move to a new upstairs area by actually moving up, which is good. It adds a new movement path to the game, and it makes it kind of twice the level it was before. But let's jump into the actual top 10. So at number 10 we have dynamic environments. So the reason I put this as at number 10 is because we've kind of seen it before. We saw it with the transit lava and the mist, which everybody hated. But what we actually have is Origins mud, which people didn't mind too much, and also Call of the Dead water. But what I want is kind of something that can be used kind of to disorientate the player, not to damage them, because that just annoys you so much. The water in Call of the Dead and the lava in Transit, that was just annoying, and you could easily go down from it. But I want something that perhaps there's gas that appears only at some times, because this is dynamic environment. So if you a good example is Moon. If you shoot out the windows or whatever, you have to wear your oxygen mask, otherwise, well, you can't breathe. So I want to see things similar to that again, kind of brought back up in Black Ops 3 really heavily. So if you shoot a gas pipe, perhaps gas comes out, and perhaps it can kill zombies, or at least damage them, and it could damage you as well. So you have to be careful where you're shooting. It's not literally pick up an LMG, spray down the zombies. It adds a new aspect of accuracy to the game, which it has really lacked, to be honest. At the number 9 spot we have the perma perk revamp. Now we've seen perma perks before within Transit, Die Rise and Buried, but what I want to see is, I do want to see rewards for doing things in game. That's really good, adds more things to do within game. But what I do want to see is more of not getting it by mystery, not knowing what you've actually achieved. I know that's a bit of a mystery, but I want to actually have kind of like a wall where you get the challenges. This is just me personally. I like things done more efficiently and tidily and stuff like that. I want to see perhaps you receive a certain perk bottle from doing a certain thing. Perhaps there's like 4 or 5 perks to choose from on the map, and then you can get perma perks of all the rest, which once you go down you lose. They're like normal perks. I want to see that really, but it's kind of perks that you can achieve but not by points, because in Black Ops 3, from what we know, we think they're kind of getting rid of the point system, which they tried to do in Black Ops 2 kind of, but that didn't work very well. They went the complete wrong way with that. But anyway, what I want to see is with these perks, I want to be able to unlock them by completing challenges such as 115 headshots within Origins. You can perhaps pick them up like you did in Origins, where it's all written out officially. I personally preferred that, where it's written out officially and then you have to pick up the perk yourself by completing challenges and not just buying it with all the points you have. At the number 8 spot we have a new weapon, equipment or utility class, because I'm honestly bored of everything that you use. We've had traps before, we've had turrets before. I kind of want to see them again, but used in a different way. I'm bored of the wonder weapons. They all do very similar things, unless they can think of some good ones for Black Ops 2. They're all very similar. I want to see something that's very new. We've had tomahawks, we've had grenades, loads of different grenades. We've had different variants of like bouncing betties and mines and claymores. I want to see something new within what I can personally use to kill the zombies. Very well just getting more new different assault rifles, but I want something completely new that I've never used before, and I want to be able to kill zombies with it. At number 7 we have no fridge and bank. Simple as, we don't want that. No. Okay, it made the game too easy. Whenever I play I always forget to use it anyway, but the bank is very confusing. I'm not sure if you can share points with it. If it is like that, then I think that should be included, if you can share points, but not to keep your own points in. Perhaps you can put points in to somebody else's account and then they can go and get it out, but once the game is over, all your points out of the bank have gone. That's it. I don't want to see that in fridge. No. Perhaps you can give a weapon to somebody else. I don't mind that either, but nothing else. No. At the number 6 place we have different zombie types. I've seen this before as well, but I want absolutely loads of different ones. I've talked about so many ideas before about this, so you'll have to watch some other of my videos to find out what I mean by this. But I do not want just zombie after zombie after zombie. I want different ones that mix up the game, that mean I can't keep running round in circles and figures of 8s and they all do the exact same thing. I want something else new to come flying out and surprise me every so often. At the number 5 spot, these are the ones that I really want to see. I want more soul chests. We see this within Origins. We have 4 and then you unlock the Thunder Punch. I do want a reward at the end of it as well. And also in Mob of the Dead we saw the very first entrance of this, and this was where we had the dog out of the wall. We had to feed it 6 zombies times 3, so that's 18 in total, and then we could all pick up a tomahawk, which I really liked. I want to see something like that again, where we have to kill zombies in a specific area and then we get a reward. And linked to this is the dynamic environment, so perhaps I want to see limited vision around one of these soul chests or something like that, so it makes it more of a difficult camping area to get kills by this soul chest as well. I want to see good combinations of them. At the number 4 spot, we have specialised bosses. So I've had bosses before, some are in a good few numbers, some are just one that have quite a lot of health, but I want ones that you don't shoot with your gun. I don't want to have to shoot it to kill it. And I believe I said in one of my videos before, I was doing a Ducky Reacts to Ducky, and I was watching through some of my old videos, and I said I got down by the Panda Soldat, and then I said, oh, I'm gonna have to shoot it to kill it, aren't I? And I don't want that. I don't want to have to shoot a boss to kill it. I want perhaps you have to destroy some wiring, and like you have to shoot at the wiring or whatever in a certain area of the map, kind of like the generators. Perhaps you have to hang by all of them and shut them off and defend it from them being activated or something like that. A good example of this would be if we look at Minecraft. I'm not sure how many of you play Minecraft, but when you're fighting the Ender Dragon, you have to destroy these towers, and at the top of these towers are like these kind of orb things that give the Ender Dragon more health. They regenerate his health. So as soon as you shoot him, he flies by one of these and his health pretty much goes straight back up. So you have to destroy them first, and that's kind of a thing I want to see. I want to see you have to go around the map, destroy these things, and then you kill him. You can shoot him or whatever. I want to see new ways of taking out bosses, not just by shooting them. At the number 3 spot, now this is quite an important one. What I want to see with this is I want to see complex quest style maps, so maps that kind of a big maps that you have loads to do in. You have to do a lot to build up to stuff as well. Good examples of these are kind of like Origins, Mob of the Dead, Buried, all the main Black Ops 2 maps really. And when they are released, I want simple maps with them. So we could have seen like Nuketown released with Die Rise in the same DLC, so that you have a complex map to play through, and also a simple one, because complex maps, you keep playing through them until you've pretty much done everything in them. But simple maps, if you have a spare hour or something before you have to go somewhere, you can pick up a controller and just play. Sometimes you don't feel like building up, like spending 10 minutes on round 1 building everything, running around the whole map or whatever. You just want to pick up a controller and just kill zombies and just play zombies, see what round you can make it to. Very simple maps like the old original World at War maps, or the Green Run maps that we got within Black Ops 2 as well. I want to see them released within a DLC with a complex map. So I know a lot of people like the complex maps, and I do, but I also want to see simple maps that I can just jump on again released with them as well. And I think they'll go down very well on YouTube, because you get lots of challenges done on that as well. Also a lot of guides done on the bigger map of how to do things, which will be a big community aspect as well. At the number 2 spot, we have challenge customization. So within Black Ops 2 we've received a bit of customization, only really within Nuketown and Green Run. That's all we got really. Could change it to easy and original on all the rest, but that wasn't really it. And by challenge I mean we got headshots only, and I actually did a challenge video on that a long time ago, and I want to see things very similar to that. I want to see kind of 2-box only, or SMGs only, or something like that. So all the other weapons are locked off the wall, and when you spin the box you either get an SMG, or it will show you like what you would have got, and then the box will just close again and you can't pick it up, that kind of thing. And I want to be able to enable them, and very soon you're going to see an idea that I have as well. So you'll have to wait for that, and that really does relate to this. So I'm not going to say too much now because that'll spoil that. But I want to see kind of customization that you can sort of choose a challenge style with. I want to see lots more customization. So headshots only, 2-box only, box only, so all the wall weapons are off and things like that. I want to see customization like that. And finally, coming up to the #1 spot. But if you've enjoyed so far, be sure to leave a like because we're coming on to 15 minutes now. Let me know what you want to see within Black Ops Zombies. So at the #1 spot we have teammate interaction. I want to see lots more teammate interaction. We have seen a little bit of this before. We see this within the Shangri-La Pack-a-Punch stones, so all team members have to stand on the Pack-a-Punch stones at the same time, and within Origins the generators go a lot quicker if all the team are there. I don't want to see it so you have to have all your teammates do everything like the Pack-a-Punch stones. I don't want to see that. I want to see kind of like the Origins generators, things are done a lot more efficiently if all the team work together at the same time. Doing things together, because if some teammate wants to go off and do one thing, they're not going to come and stand on the Pack-a-Punch stone with the rest of the team, are they? So that'll make public lobbies a nightmare. But what usually happens within Zombies is we see basically players build up, they all work through the map together, and then they'll open everything up, and then they'll all just run off in different directions and all just train and get loads of points, Pack-a-Punch whenever they feel like it. I don't want that. I want teams to have to work together, and this does in fact link to the specialised bosses. So perhaps we have to plant charges within the feet of it or something like that, because it could be a very big boss or whatever, and it could like cover off loads of the map, making it again another dynamic environment. So perhaps it's spraying out all these machine gun bullets and you have to stay indoors within the map, otherwise if you walk outdoors you get shot down. That's kind of like the moon, with if you're not wearing your oxygen mask and you've got the hacker instead, or haven't got anything, you can only go in certain areas that have got oxygen on them, and perhaps one person has to plant charges, and while they're arming the bomb and everything like that, the other teammates will have to cover them because zombies are going to keep coming or something like that. And I want to see teams work together, because you lose so much replay value when you just do the exact same thing over and over again in Zombies. I am more of a solo player myself. I play a lot of solo rather than playing with a team, but I do want to see kind of working together to get the job done. Bob the Builder style, everybody. That's how we want to see it. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.